Hold on, just give me a second. I want to make sure I'm live on the Red app. Just want to make sure. Okay, it's still tied between the Bears and the 49ers. It's 14-14. All right, okay. Live. We live on the tube, on YouTube. All right, what's up? What's up? I'm just gonna react to like a few videos today. Just a few, not too much. And this stream will probably be short as well. Okay. All right.
Since Max won.
Should I watch this one? I'm almost caught up with the FaZe drama. I know about FaZe, not FaZe. I know about Black Boy's beef with Max, and I'm pretty sure I've watched a FaZe video recently, or a video that's about the FaZe drama recently. So I guess I'll watch this one.
So the FaZe Clan.
All right, the unfortunate end of FaZe Clan. All right, let's check it out.
Experiment is now seemingly over, and this seems to be something that was brewing for a while now, because honestly, since the summertime, FaZe Clan has just been going downhill, and it really all started back in July of 2025 when the CEO of the company, Banks, started getting into a lot of drama on social media because of his involvement within cryptocurrency. He was getting accused of doing a lot of crypto scams, a lot of crypto rug pulls, and because of all—
Okay, I remember about the Banks crypto scams.
all of those, he started to face a lot of backlash, and with him being the CEO of FaZe Clan, of course they started facing backlash from his actions as well, which ultimately caused Banks to step down as the CEO of FaZe and lead the
49ers scored. Christian McCaffrey. 20-14.
company completely.
And just wait until y'all see that crypto shit that they up to, twin. They got something cooking, twin. That's why all these trying to. Hey,
Yeah, that is wild that Bruce literally predicted that this would happen. I remember watching this clip.
I ain't gonna say too much. I'ma just laugh for right now, bro, because y'all don't get it. So I'ma just laugh, bro. But just remember what the I'm talking about, bro. Alright? That's all I'ma do. Is laugh.
Now, unfortunately, that wasn't the worst thing to happen for FaZe during that time, because just 1 week later, things only continued to get worse as Black Boy Max, who was one of the most popular members of FaZe Clan at the time, announced via Twitter that he was leaving. And at first, that whole situation was very vague. He didn't give much reasoning. It was very random. At the time, all Max really said was that he wanted to focus on himself and build up his own brand.
Y'all was hearing echo, my bad, but yes, I'm leaving FaZe. Like I just said, I can't fully go into depth why I'm leaving FaZe, but I am leaving, and I'm ready to, embark on my journey and work the hardest I ever have in my career to do whatever I got to do to make Five Star the biggest shit possible, make myself the biggest shit possible. Just keep working.
I don't own FaZe. I don't own FaZe, gang. No ownership. I want to build something. If you're hurt because you're mad that I want to build something for myself, sorry, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm still gonna do it, and I'm gonna make this 5-star shit the biggest shit ever, and me the biggest shit ever. That don't mean I don't with these, don't mean I won't with these, that don't mean I won't do shit with these. I love them, they're my boys, but at the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna do what I feel is right for me, and then when you see this shit work out down the line, you'll see what I mean. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now, once this happened, many people thought FaZe Clan was finished. Some people even thought that this was going to lead to like a domino effect, which meant everyone was going to start leaving the clan after Max left. And now it's starting to seem like this is how that entire thing is going to pan out.
That Max left FaZe, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think so, bro. Nah, actually, I support my man's whatever he does. But for FaZe, bro, it's like when one person leaves, chat, y'all ever seen?
Dude, what is all of that stuff on his face? Like, what is that, dude?
It's a domino effect, bro. Y'all niggas know what I mean? When one nigga leaves, it becomes a domino effect. The whole crew gonna leave, bro. It's generally just the truth. It's just the truth. Right or wrong. Right or wrong. It's like a dynasty. When one nigga leaves, bro, it's gonna become a domino effect. Next gonna be blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. But,
Now, while that's looking like an all-time take right now, originally it didn't age that well because no one initially left the clan after Max left. In fact, if anything, FaZe continued to grow more and more after the departure of the two key members. You see, they still went on to do the annual FaZe Subathon, which took place in October, I believe, and that ended up doing amazing. Literally every single member of FaZe clan surpassed over 100,000 subscribers, which is something that's completely unheard of on Twitch for an entire organization to have over 100,000 subscribers each. And of course, with achieving a milestone like that, this also led to them once again winning Organization of the Year at the 2025 Streamer Awards.
I want to say thank you to anyone who voted for us. This year we did our second ever subathon where all of us reached 100,000 subscribers. We also managed to go down the list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 on the leaderboard for Twitch. Yes. So, and 1 million subs across the board of all FaZe Clan. Yes.
Oh man, hey. I've been a part of this for almost 15 years now, y'all, a part of FaZe, and I think I can confidently say this is the most proud I've ever been of where FaZe is at. Everybody on the stage, I want to thank you guys so much for voting for us, for believing in us. It means so much to me. Thank you guys, and yeah, FaZe a fuck up.
Now, after the Streamer Awards took place, this is where everything really started going downhill for everyone, but it's looking like FaZe has now got caught in this drama, despite not really getting into many problems at the actual Streamer Awards, other than India Love saying Adapt didn't deserve to win his Breakout Streamer of the Year award. But anyways, the events that unfolded after the awards show would be much more serious.
Just a couple of weeks ago, they were doing a FaZe subathon, Christmas subathon, man. That is insane.
FaZe Clan, because just a few weeks after the awards took place, FaZe officially announced the second annual FaZemas, which is supposed to be a thing where like every member of FaZe goes live every day all the way up till Christmas. This is something they started doing last holiday season and they plan to do it again this year. But you see, this FaZemas didn't go anywhere near as good as the FaZemas last year, because you see, as soon as the whole thing started, fans began to notice some very weird behavior.
Wait, hold on.
Because you see, as soon as the whole thing started, fans began to...
Okay, so Lacey was seen on Silky's stream without his face chain that he always wears.
To notice some very weird behavior going on with it.
All of FaZe, but yet Adapt is nowhere to be found. WTF happened to Adapt? Man, ever since the subathon, seems like he doesn't even enjoy streaming anymore. All he does now is sponsors. They are fooling the internet, and then Marlon joining FaZe. I'm leaking.
Few of the members, and this trend of like weird things going on continued for a few days, up until the point where some of the members didn't even finish doing the whole FaZemas streams. They stopped in the middle of it.
Man, they stopped at like 6 days.
The point where some of the members didn't even finish doing
tough.
the whole FaZemas streams. They stopped in the middle of it, which again everyone thought was very weird, but they didn't have any explanation as to why that was going on. There was all types of rumors and think pieces going around. People were saying that they had bought a new house. People were saying that they were leaving FaZe. Honestly, people didn't have no idea what was truly going on. People was just guessing. It wasn't until all of the FaZe members unfollowed FaZe Banks on social media, that's what people began to realize
the Bears
that maybe
scored. It's 20 to 21.
This new FaZe project was starting to come to an end, which of course sparked all types of think pieces online.
Genuinely, here's what I think. I think that it was from the beginning, right? Nobody could get on the right terms. Nobody can get on the right terms. And both sides, right? Nobody could have, they didn't agree to what what the foundation was, right? So they bought FaZe. I don't know who bought it. I think it's pretty easy. You guys can do your research. Here's what I think. FaZe was bought, but then whoever bought it was like, yo, how do I get the money? Where's the money coming in at? How do I get the money? And I think that's the issue. There was no gain. But here's what I think needs to happen if I'm the FaZe boys. You guys need to leave FaZe, rebrand into a new group so you guys have equity of your own group, right? You guys need to have full on equity of your own group. Leave FaZe, rebrand, and that's what you guys got to do.
Now, it turned out people were actually right. The quote-unquote new FaZe clan as we knew it began coming to an end after 5 key members announced their departures via Twitter, which kind of had everyone shocked, even with all of the drama that was going on. Honestly, I didn't really believe it at first. I thought it was a troll, maybe a promo for something.
Yeah, I thought it was a troll as well. I really did.
When Adapt made his tweet announcing his departure, that's when it hit like, okay, this is a real thing. Because I don't even think Adapt would troll like this. As you guys know, FaZe has been Adapt's entire life since he was like 16 years old. So for him to tweet and announce his departure, we all knew that this had to be something serious. As the day continued, more and more news started coming out. And obviously none of the people who left today further spoke on any of these situations because it was Christmas. I mean, this had to be the worst possible Christmas for FaZe Banks ever. But fortunately, Max did end up going live to finish off his final stream of his personal Christmas marathon, and this stream was titled The Truth. And in this stream, Max finally shared some information 5 months later about why he left FaZe Clan in the first place, starting with some information that was shared earlier in the day by his cousin and former employee, I guess Morgan, also known as Fatboy Dip, who claimed Max had left FaZe Clan because they was trying to charge him 20% of his monthly revenue or $20,000 just to simply live in the guest house.
Like, I'll give you one part. Gang, you see that little townhouse? You see that little townhouse that Max was in? FaZe? They tried to make that pay 20 bands a month. What the fuck? Or give a percentage of myself. What the fuck?
Now, when Max started his stream, he did give a little bit more detail about all of these situations. I
mean, like, look, didn't Max sign a contract? Like, did he sign a contract?
Stating that he originally started feeling the negative effects of FaZe Clan about a year ago during the first FaZemas, where they weren't able to do this group sponsorship, and because they didn't do this group sponsor, they had to get pulled from the house that they were streaming in, which left Max questioning how much control they really had over their own careers.
But we had a sponsor. There was a sponsor for that day, and didn't end up doing the sponsor. Game night. Yes, if you was there, you was there. Didn't end up doing the sponsor. There was difficulties with the sponsor. Yeah. After that happened, according to the assistants and staff of the creators, they said that FaZe has pulled everybody for the rest of the month and sent niggas home early. Right? This is the first time where in my head I went, how much control do we have here? And how much control do we have over us? If that makes sense.
Shortly thereafter, Max also talked about how he was forced to fire his current manager and hire some other manager of FaZe's choosing, which was extremely hard for Max because he had already planned so many things with his current manager, including his 365-day marathon that he was planning to do, which abruptly came to an end, and now we have a little bit more insight as to why.
Someone at FaZe had introduced me to my old manager, Brandon. Shout out, Brandon. Brandon had falling out with person who introduced me. And person who introduced me tells me, according to my assistant and my creative director at the time, who were sitting in on all calls, because they're on my team, tell me I have to fire my manager and get rid of him, or I can't be here, when they're the person who introduced me.
The final nail in the coffin for Max was when they tried to charge him this 20% of his revenue or the $20,000 just to live in his house. He stated that along with everything else that has just been building up made him feel kind of like a puppet, and that's what ultimately led to his decision to finally man up and leave.
Point of this is to tell y'all this. We had no control. There was no control. Or it's like we're puppets. At least that's what it felt like. You get what
I'm not trying to diss or anything like that, but didn't y'all sign a contract to give up like a certain percentage of your revenue, or just pay that certain money to live in a house? But didn't y'all sign a contract?
Saying anything could happen at any moment. It come time, y'all know the whole war happened, etc., right? And then we had FaZe Camp. I'm not gonna lie, for the past like 2 months, I was on some shit like, damn, like, am I really gonna leave? Am I gonna stay? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I was like just on the fence with it, because at the end of the day, but we don't own this shit. We don't. and we don't have control over our careers as much as we should have.
Now, unfortunately, Max couldn't go into much more detail than that because apparently he is still under contract and things like that. But people on the internet had already came to their conclusion of who to blame, and that person was no other than FaZe Banks. People were spreading all types of rumors online about Banks, stating that he sold his stake in FaZe for millions. Of types of rumors online about Banks, stating that
Alright, Banks sold a large ownership and stake in FaZe, shifting control to a new leadership that pushed for 20% of creators' art earnings, leading all the members to leave. Rest in peace, FaZe Clan.
he sold his stake in FaZe for millions of dollars, and with him basically getting all of the blame, that originally caused him to put out a tweet stating that he had nothing to do with what was going on in FaZe Clan because he left months ago, but he will also be willing to help do whatever it is that he could do to save the organization. And apparently there had to be a little bit of false information to this tweet because Max viewed it on stream and he apparently found it a little bit funny. Now, obviously, really no one on social media was buying this tweet from Banks. Everyone felt like with him being the CEO and leaving months ago, there had to be something behind the scenes that he had to do with it, especially after Max seemingly laughed at this tweet he put out, which I guess all led to Banks getting more and more hate throughout the night, and that all led to him dropping a 12-minute video on Twitter talking about everything that went wrong with this whole new FaZe Clan experiment. To sum it up, for the entire 12 minutes, he basically called FaZe Clan fake, stating that they were all faking their friendships for personal gain. He also went on to constantly state that they were all ungrateful.
Alright, these guys had free housing, free filmers and staff, all FaZe channels, 0% income shared. Their money and platforms all skyrocketed after meeting me, but I'm the bad guy? None of it makes sense, and like I said above, I'm going to get into all the details tomorrow.
And they didn't have any career going before they met him, and how he's now in $40 million worth of debt because of how much he invested into them in FaZe Clan, which apparently he received nothing back for.
These guys would have never lived in a house together if it wasn't for me. These guys are all at minimum 10 times the size in terms of audience and platform now as before they joined FaZe. These guys have all made millions and millions and millions of dollars in the last 2 years. And I'm here to tell you, as former FaZe Banks, this was one of the worst decisions I've ever made in my entire life. I gave up my entire adult life to this. I have put myself in millions and millions and millions of dollars in debt. I have never made not one.
That is tough. That's tough. Millions of dollars in debt. I mean, who wouldn't be mad? Who wouldn't be pissed off and a little emotional? Losing millions of dollars or millions of dollars in debt.
One singular dollar outside of my salary. Yeah, I think FaZe to acquire and all the costs for these guys' careers over the last 2 years, I think ballpark $40 million. And I think probably collectively these guys have had to have probably made like 20 million in the last 2 years collectively, I would guess. And not $1 of that 20 million has ever gone back to FaZe, never mind me. Even if it did ever go back to FaZe, that shit, it's not mine. Truthfully and honestly, I find you guys all to be incredibly ungrateful. I find you guys all to have insane egos, and I think it's disgusting and makes me sick to my stomach that your guys' relationships with each other and with every other streamer, and your community included, is so incredibly fake. You guys are the best actors on planet Earth, and you've made a complete career out of all of it.
Now, Banks did in this entire thing was saying that he is going live tomorrow to go into more detail, but to me, it seemed like Banks was so focused on reviving FaZe Clan that he never really had a plan intact to get a return on his investment. And after failing to get any of the members to agree to paying up a percentage of their revenue, it seems like he just tried to jump ship and sell his stake in the company for millions of dollars, possibly to help get himself out of debt. And the people he sold this thing to is probably looking for even more money than he was looking for, which is what probably all led to this Christmas Day disaster. But that's just my personal opinion. As you guys know, the only opinion that I really care about is y'all's opinion. So with that being said, be sure to comment down below and let me know, what do you think of this entire situation? Do you believe Banks had anything to do with this? Do you think FaZe Clan is in the wrong for not wanting to give up a percentage? What do you think is next for all of the members who left? Personally, I believe they're.
I mean, if it was in the contract to give up a certain percentage, then I'm not going to lie. The other former FaZe members were in the wrong here.
Going to start their own organization just under a different name, but
I would like to see that, like them just start their own organization under a different name, probably uses Mac's name, like Mac's community name or whatever, call it 5 Star. That would make sense. Or just I don't know, that's what I can think of, like just form a group with Max and then call it 5 Star.
Interested to hear what you guys think, so be sure to comment down below. And while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join me on my journey to 25,000 subscribers. And while you're at it, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give.
All right, man, that's it. All right, let's see what the comments are saying. Perfect timing was okay. They still going to be successful under a new name, new org, or individually? Yeah, probably. Holy. So kicking FaZe Banks as a CEO ruined FaZe? Possibly. Man, that's tough, man. That is tough. Oh, this is the recent one, actually.
So there's.
All right, so here's the recent FaZe video. All right, not recent FaZe video, but recent video about FaZe. Okay, the end of the FaZe clan got even worse. All right, man, let's go.
Definitely been a lot going on with FaZe Clan over the past few days, and it's pretty safe to say that it's officially over. This came after all of the members.
Oh yeah, it's definitely over.
Partly announced via Twitter that they were leaving, which initially caught everyone off guard because we didn't have any insight at all on the situation up until Platboy Max's cousin, also known as Fatboy Dip, went live and explained how FaZe was trying to charge Max $20,000 or 20% of his revenue just to be able to stay in the guest house.
I'll give you one part. Gang, you see that little townhouse? You see that little townhouse that Max was in?
Okay, I already seen the clip.
Money. That became even more apparent after it was revealed that FaZe Banks, the former CEO of FaZe Clan, sold off his stake in FaZe to a company known as Hardscope, which is owned by Matt Kalish, who's one of the co-founders of the popular gambling app known as DraftKings. And according to Matt in a recent interview,
sold it to a gambling, like a CEO of a gambling company. That's tough.
With Bloomberg,
and I know that they're making a lot of. Never mind.
After investing about $18 million in the FaZe, he came to the conclusion that the financial structure of the company was unsustainable, and according to FaZe Banks, he was right. You see, after all of these members started announcing their departure and Max's cousin went live and made these claims about Max having to pay 20% of his revenue or $20,000, this led to Banks making a post to Twitter saying that he had nothing to do with anything that was going on, which obviously nobody believed. And because
49ers scored. Man, this is a shootout, dude. Brock Purdy.
No one believed that post at all. That all led to him making an entire video on Twitter. And in that video, he was talking about everything that was currently ongoing with FaZe, as well as making the claim that all of the FaZe boys were just fake towards each other. They didn't really like each other. Also talking about how entitled and ungrateful he felt that the members were. And lastly, the key part of all of this was the debt that he kept mentioning he was in due to FaZe Clan. According to Banks, he never made a single dollar off of FaZe Clan, and everyone that was involved was just getting everything for free.
Truthfully and honestly, I find you guys all to be incredibly ungrateful. I find you guys all to have insane egos, and I think it's disgusting and makes me sick to my stomach that your guys' relationships with each other and with every other streamer and your community included is
millions of dollars in debt and made no money from the new FaZe. Who wouldn't be pissed off?
So incredibly fake. You guys are the best actors on planet Earth, and you've made a complete career out of all of it. I believe these guys have had to have probably made like 20 million in the last 2 years collectively, I would guess. And not $1 of that 20 million has ever gone back to FaZe. Never mind me. Even if it did ever go back to FaZe, that shit, it's not mine.
Now this video actually only made things a lot worse for FaZe, because this entire situation started to get a whole lot messier after Banks made this Twitter post. Unfortunately, this whole thing went from being what happened with FaZe Clan and everyone leaving FaZe Clan to a whole Platinum Max versus FaZe Banks Twitter beef. They both started going back and forth on Twitter, and it kind of all started during Max's stream where he was addressing the reasons why he left FaZe Clan. And during that stream, he pulled up the tweet where Banks alleged that he had nothing to do with the downfall of FaZe. And after pulling that tweet up, he started laughing at it. And really throughout most of that stream, he was just throwing all types of hints about why he left FaZe, and people concluded that the person he was talking about was no other than FaZe Banks.
It's just a little bit sad that there are so many predatory people in his business, as well as people that really will pitch a life in a certain way and have totally opposite intentions. You feel me? Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, that didn't end there at all for Max or Banks, because they continued to exchange words via Twitter, and this was mostly due to Max's cousin Fatboy Dip continuing to expose or try to expose Banks, claiming that things were much worse than we all knew between him and Max. He stated that Banks was trying to do crazy deals with big companies behind Max's back, and apparently one day while they were in the middle of an argument during their fallout, Banks even went as far to call Max the N-word.
You see how Max is a partner of Spotify, right? He did not have that sponsorship at first. FaZe did. And this is how it happened. They redid Max's house, right? Redid his shit. And they're like, yo, can we put up the Spotify shit for this video? It's sponsored. Max is like, yeah, whatever, that's cool. After the video, I'm like, yo, take that shit down. You're not getting paid, nigga. These niggas start saying, nah, this shit hard as bro, like, that should just look good and make it official, bro, to Spotify, da-da-da. This shit look official. Little dude, we know they're selling his identity without letting him know. We only knew this because he left FaZe. He got the deal on Spotify. They dropped FaZe and gave it to Max. Guess how much this was for? 400 bands for 5 months. He was about to run up a half the ticket off. When Max left, he called him like, yo, bro, why you leaving? Why you leaving? He would give him all the reason. He's like, yo, bro, the last reason for real was, you called me a. You know what this response was like? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? What? And he's like, bro, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know you said that shit. I know you said that shit. He's like, bro, I was angry, but keep it a buck, bro. That's not the reason you left FaZe. Keep it a buck. Don't put that on.
I hear rain in the background. It was probably raining outside. I would love to see some rain or hear some rain right now.
Bro, you know I'm going through a lot, bro. You know I love you. You're going through a lot. I'm going through a lot. Don't put that on me, bro. Max like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna expose that shit. Like, it don't matter. Like, I'm gonna take that on the chin. I don't care, bro. I'll be the evil nigga. But you said that shit. He's like, if I did, it wasn't on no racist shit, bro. Like.
So of course, with allegations like that being thrown around, Banks will once again take to Twitter, posting another 20-minute long video talking about why Max left FaZe. And in this video, he did actually admit to saying the N-word. He also talked about the relationship that he had with Max, stating that they seemed to be on good terms all the way up until the point where all of this drama started happening with FaZe. Also included the fact that Max wanted to rejoin FaZe Clan about a month ago, and with this, he even went on to show some DMs between.
Okay. I'm gonna read some of the DMs. That you've been good. I had a question though, but before that, you've been good. Better than ever, my man, and a really good bag right now, and God really got me. I tried to call a couple of times while you were in the hospital, happy it wasn't anything crazy serious. That's wild. Health is everything. Put stuff in perspective for sure. Hopefully you found a silver lining in that fact. But what's good?
Between him and Max, I think they were just regular text messages, and within those texts, him and
there's nothing much going on right now. Just
Max's relationship seemed to be completely different than the narrative that was being painted online.
Wait, hold on.
Max's
might be something right here.
Seemed to be completely.
It might be something right here. But my question was, why do you think desktop streaming died? And what do you think is the future of streaming? I don't think desktop streaming is dead. I think there's streamers that are getting a good amount of views. Not the most popular, but are getting a good amount of views doing desktop streams every day. So I don't think desktop streaming is dead. It will stay. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere.
Different than the narrative that was being.
Good. Best thing you can do is be honest with yourself. Killing ego, those things go hand in hand. The runaway from yes men into the arms of people who push you and challenge you.
Painted online.
As it goes for this word that I said, first of all, I didn't say this targeted toward you. This wasn't said in any sort of racist connotation. I said this word in an emotional response, and I said, all y'all blanks. And it's a fucking mistake, and I'm a 34-year-old man-child, and I have many, many flaws. And I'm an idiot for saying that. But, bro, stand on. If you really have a problem with that, then why has it not been a problem for the last 5 months? I've said all this directly to him. And Max, for you to treat me like this, for you to confide in me, treat me like a mentor, ask me for advice, make me feel like we're totally 100% cool, and then do this today, you have completely proven my point, my friend. I can't believe you went live and really said, I left FaZe and y'all were on me and it was a right decision, whatever. Bro, a month ago, you asked to join back. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, but it's convenient for you to say it now.
So in the eyes of the internet, that just ended up making Max look bad. It seemed like he was just possibly trying to hate farm Banks or blame Banks for some weird reason, which all led to Max having to respond to.
Alright, I joined FaZe at 20. I respected Banks after I left FaZe. Banks would call me saying I needed him and my career was falling off. He took advantage on the fact that I was depressed and in the hospital. At one point, I let all the calls get to me and asked to join FaZe again. Okay, but I kept going. And in November, I was introduced to a manager who helped me realize that a lot of things he told me were lies. I've since leaving worked with bigger guests and brands and have a 2026 plan that is only even bigger than what I've accomplished so far. Thank you. I love you guys. Pray every day and follow your heart. See you soon. Oh my goodness. See you soon, Prince.
These claims himself on Twitter, and in his response, he basically said that Banks was just taking
call himself Prince. Okay, interesting.
Advantage of him in a moment of vulnerability, because during this time he was in the hospital and he was just super sad and depressed. And then Banks responded on Twitter basically,
Black Boy Max is a liar. You guys see that way? I spoke to him via our text messages. I always handled with care. He effed his friends over, left because he thought he was the program, and has admitted multiple times it was strictly a career move. This kid thinks he's Travis Scott, and it's a shame it's come to this. Lying on / dragging someone who's only ever helped you. Botting views. It's a joke. It's all ego. He literally just signed his message off as Prince. He's telling you who he is. You just won't listen. Yeah. Called himself Prince was kind of crazy.
Calling him a liar, and they just continue to go back and forth for like an entire.
And also, that's definitely a sign that he has a pretty big ego.
day. It was just a very messy situation that I'm sure everyone wanted to avoid happening. But unfortunately, Max's cousin didn't stop trying to antagonize or expose Banks, which even led to Fatboy Dip putting out another allegation on Banks' name, alleging that Banks was allegedly having relations with the famous TikToker Charli D'Amelio when she was just 17 years old.
Put it on God!
Oh, I seen a clip of Bruce talking about that. Yeah, I know Bruce. Bruce and FaZe Banks, not FaZe Banks, no longer FaZe Banks. Banks, yeah, they're beefing. They've been beefing for a little while, and it's because what happened? Because Banks told Bruce that he was gonna take his girl, and FaZe filmed content, with Bruce's ex, and that's why Bruce doesn't like Banks, apparently.
You wasn't fucking Charli D'Amelio when she was 18. And I want to take that a step further. Put it on God, you ain't fucked that bitch when she was 17. Now, gang, I did a little something. Like, I see she's from Massachusetts, too. Like, you slid in her shit like, yo, I miss home, too. Like, I want to know how you went and that bitch. I know you that bitch because you carrying around like an arm trophy. Bitch can't even drink, gang.
Now, obviously, this is a very serious allegation that goes much
serious allegation
than just FaZe Clan or Twitter drama. So when something like this is put on your name, of course you have to come out and defend yourself, which is exactly what Banks would do.
Wow, the ultimate line has been crossed. To lie about something so disgusting and harmful is despicable. You guys are pure evil. For the record, I first met Charli in April of 2024, a couple of weeks before her 20th birthday. Our relationship is nobody's business, and it's disgusting that these people lied about it to hurt me with zero regard for how it affects her. I'm on the phone with Charli as I type this. This is beyond unfair. Neither her or I deserve this, and again, we will be in pursuit of the truth and handling this legally moving forward. Our lawyers will be in contact with Blackboy Max's team. Uh-oh.
Once again via Twitter, and in that response he talked about how disgusting it was that someone would even attach his name to something like this, and how it not only affects his life but also affects Charli D'Amelio's life as well. And because of this allegation and a couple other allegations that's been put on his name within the past few days, Banks finally decided that it was time to take legal action against Blackboy Max's team. Now, outside of the whole Max and Banks back and forth that just got very messy, on the bigger side of things, FaZe Clan was still crumbling. At this point, literally every single FaZe member has left the organization. I don't think there's anyone left. And I'm not just talking about the newer members or the quote-unquote new FaZe members. I'm talking about the OGs from Swag to Apex to even FaZe Rug. Literally,
yeah, FaZe Rug. Yep, he left too.
Everyone who was once a part of this great organization all parted ways with the company. And this was really a shocker because I never thought I'd see the day that Rug would actually...
Nah, me either. Man, FaZe, Rug was there for forever, pretty much. That's crazy. He was there for like 13 years.
Leave FaZe. I mean, obviously he's big enough to the point where he doesn't need FaZe at all, but even through all of the BS that's been going on with the company over the last however many years, Rug has always stayed solid and weathered the storm, just doing his own thing, making great content over the years. So it was definitely surprising to see not only him but Adapt leave as well. And speaking of Adapt, a little earlier today, the 6 members who this all started with would go live on Twitch to address their departure away from FaZe, and to be honest, it was...
Okay, why is Silky not there in person? Just wondering.
Kinda underwhelming because they still couldn't really say too much due to all of them still being under contracts, but they did mention that nothing was going to change amongst the group. All of them were still planning to do content together, just not under the name FaZe. After this, they all went back to their regular setups to do more of a personal stream and talk about some things with their own communities. And this seemed to be a very emotional moment for all of the members.
Yeah, what are they going to do with their chains? Well, obviously they might sell it. Well, obviously, they might sell it.
Involved, especially for Adapt, who's been a part of FaZe for the last 14 years of his life. He's another person who's been there through all the ups and the downs, and he always just tried to do what was best for the organization.
The one silver lining to this is, I can't look back at this and say that I didn't try, you know, because I did. Like, I really did try. I did try for FaZe to keep it alive and keep it something that was cool and something that people wanted to be a part of. You know what I mean? Like, I tried so hard. I was the only one trying sometimes, you know? And it just got to a point where it's like, bro. And I would have like epiphanies throughout the year where I would just like be in a room and it would be like people arguing, or this person in FaZe arguing, and this like person on this side is arguing, and I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, why am I still here?
Now, like I said, Adapt wasn't the only one who had emotional moments. All six of them spoke with their communities, but I wanted to highlight Ron specifically because I think outside of Adapt, within this whole little new FaZe group, Ron is the only one who's been here for a while now. So he also took the time to just talk about some of the things that was going on with the clan, as well as addressing some of the claims made by Banks about them all being fake towards each other and not liking each other and things like that.
Us saying we hated Max when he left. I was upset. Everyone was upset. But no, it was never hate. It was just sad. And we figured that out internally. I also see a thing that says Max wanted to join back FaZe. I told Max he shouldn't join back FaZe, and I called him before this to confirm this, and he agreed. He shouldn't join back FaZe because of all the hate that he got when he left. I did not want him to get hate rejoining. I did not want people to think that he needed us, and I did not want people to think that he got forced into this, that he felt bad. I told Max, and we sat there in the hospital, and I told him, always believe in yourself, etc. I'll always defend you. I'll always be in your corner, and I'm proud of you. And it was never a thing of I wanted him to join back because I knew there were still problems internally with each other, with everything else. With everything else.
Now, on the bright side, while this has been a very emotional day for anyone who's a fan of FaZe or any member of FaZe, anyone who's been attached to FaZe at any point of their lives, on the bright side, we did get confirmation that this FaZe group that we've all grown accustomed to over the last 2 years was still going to be doing content together, as I said, just not under the name FaZe. They promised that the content was going to remain the same and that nothing was going to change amongst the group. And not only that, but according to the official FaZe Twitter and FaZe Kson as well, who also left the company today too, even though FaZe is seemingly no longer a thing on the content and streaming side, the esports side of FaZe Clan will continue running as normal, which is pretty good news for anyone who enjoys watching the FaZe.
So, all right. I didn't know that. So FaZe Clan, the esports group is... You know, it's not going anywhere. Okay, interesting.
Esports teams
with our group, but at the same time, I'm also not going to abandon FaZe Esports, and I'm making that very clear that it is a separate entity. People were worried that there was going to be a massive impact on the FaZe Esports side, and I'm here to tell you guys that there is going to be no impact whatsoever to FaZe Esports. The CS team is fine. Our Call of Duty team, who has also an incredible owner in Paul Hamilton, who is one of the greatest esports owners in the industry.
Now, for the very sad ending to close this chapter out, after everyone made their announcements about leaving FaZe, Banks would officially announce via Twitter that this was the end of FaZe as we know it, and how he plans to just give up and quit. In my opinion, I think this all ended rather terribly, and it was definitely to the point of no return if members like Rug and Adapt jumped ship as well, which is very unfortunate because you would think with all of this kind of happening before back in the past with FaZe, they would have some type of way to handle this whole situation better, or at least have the mentality that some things are just bigger than money. They were dominating as a group. They've won Org of the Year back-to-back years. They're coming off of great subathons where every member hit over 100,000 subscribers. I mean, literally, they've been nothing but successful since the new FaZe era started. So it's definitely unfortunate to see that FaZe Clan has once again ended over some money, and this time I think it's to the point of no return. But that's just my personal opinion. As you guys know, the only opinion that I really care about is you guys' opinion. So with that being said, be sure to comment down below and let me know, what do you think?
Sad stuff, man. Sad. That's so sad. All right, let's see what the comments are saying. Oh, Jev. I forgot about Jev. I wonder if he's leaving. All right, man. That's the only videos I have for right now. Dude, I might transition to gaming. I'm not gonna lie. Well, actually, let me watch this one.
Ilia Toporia's.
All right, man. We got some MMA drama. A Miami girl ruined UFC fighter's life.
Ilia Toporia's road to becoming the greatest UFC fighter of all time might have just been set on a different path. And the internet is pointing the finger at his soon-to-be ex-wife.
You hooked up with a guy who's an incredibly special human being, the rarest of rare. You not just UFC world champion.
Why you gotta say it that way, Joe? Why you have to say hooked up?
2-division world champion, superstar who the whole world wants to see, and you're his wife. So you're like, oh, look at me, I'm married to the baddest motherfucker alive. And then he doesn't want to be with you anymore. Like, oh, really? Well,
never mind. I take that back. I take that back.
Take you down.
And in this video with the Nelk Boys earlier this year when they recorded a podcast.
Yeah, I seen this. Nelk Boys, they tried to warn him.
Seems to have foreshadowed everything.
Actually, I met my wife in Miami.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was living there.
Damn. Who says you can't meet your wife in Miami? You give me hope now, because everyone says you can't meet your wife in Miami.
But the story might not be as straightforward as people think. In fact, there are multiple examples of misinformation about their relationship. So here's their story laid out as accurately as possible and based on the facts we currently have.
Background.
In June of 2025, Ilia Topuria became UFC lightweight champion with a first-round knockout of Charles Oliveira in their fight in Las Vegas.
Oh, and you know what? Unfortunately, there's rumors that Ilia may vacate the lightweight championship, and I hope it doesn't happen. I will understand why it happened, but I really hope it doesn't happen, dude.
Vegas. The UFC journalist Ariel Helwani was one of many people comparing this to the media.
But if he's out for too long, then might hold up the division, and obviously, it's probably gonna happen soon. So if Ilia's out for too long.
Historic rise of Conor McGregor in the 2010s.
It's very easy to make the comparisons to Conor McGregor. People do that all the time. But I'm making the comparison to the rise of Conor, not because of his trash talk. That's usually what people lean towards. It's because the rise of Conor, not...
I mean, you can't really compare Ilia to Conor McGregor, in my opinion, because McGregor, he was a trash talker, like, obviously. And Ilia, he's not really a trash talker, and he's not really known for his mic skills, just his ability to fight in the octagon.
Not because of his trash talk. That's usually what people lean towards. It's because we have not seen this level of confidence and this level of like
I get it, they're both very confident and they're able to back it up. I understand that, but I wouldn't compare him to Conor McGregor, to be honest.
I'm going to manifest this. I'm going to put it out there and I'm going to back it up. And he does it, dare I say, at a whole other level, because he says with the confidence of someone who's going on a walk to go get some coffee, yeah, I'm just going to knock him out. And then he walks up to him at the face-offs and says, I'm sorry it had to be you.
Topuria was also building a brand around this image. He's from both Spain and originally Georgia, and is considered a hero in both nations.
Is your pride more Georgia or is it more Spain? Would you say you're more Georgian?
It's difficult to choose between mom and dad,
Yeah, I know.
He also became co-owner of Way of Warrior FC, which is an MMA promotions company in Spain. But another way of growing his brand was his now infamous appearance with the Nelk Boys podcast, where they were amazed that he met his wife in Miami, a city that they have a lot of experience in.
Yeah, I met my wife in Miami.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was living there.
Damn. Who says you can't meet your wife in Miami? You give me hope now, because everyone says you can't meet your wife in Miami.
But you can find your wife in any place in the world.
You hear that? Put that on Only in Dade on Instagram. You can meet your wife in Miami.
And there's this very tense moment where the Nelk Boys were asked what they meant by this joke.
Why are you saying that?
Huh?
Why are you
What?
saying that?
Everyone
That-
says that. Like you just can't.
Because it's just party.
Because party. Yeah.
Because you go to the party and this is the only place
Yeah.
you see.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
You surround yourself with the people that goes to the party all the time, and they all the time think about the party.
Yeah.
But you don't know the another part of Miami of the people that just they want.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's a best place to work out too, Miami, because you can just walk outside and run the water.
I love to do
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he
this
got-
is now
Yep, he got mad.
being viewed as a scarily accurate prediction of everything that unfolded, starting with this suspicious behavior between Ilya and his wife in October.
All right, breakup rumors.
That month, Georgiana deleted all of her pictures of Ilya from her Instagram, and Ilya did the same on his profile, except for one photo.
And this is the only picture that remains on Ilya Taporia's Instagram that has his wife or ex-wife or estranged wife, Georgina, in it. The rest of them across his entire IG, his kids are in it, but not
Man, his son looks just like his father, Ilya.
his wife, not his partner.
Georgiana also shared a very ambiguous Instagram post where she wrote a loving tribute to her daughter, who's also named Georgiana. It said, "A mother's true superpower is not being alert to danger. It's building a world where her daughter can grow up brave, free, and unafraid. My little Georgina, here is nothing in the world that I love more than having you in my life and marveling at seeing you become someone with life, thought, and self-love. My mission is to give you the tools to be strong, the example of integrity, and guide you in your purpose to be happy." This social media activity led to the conclusion that they were breaking up, or at the very least, had fallen out with one another. In the aftermath, rumors of infidelity circulated around the internet. A viral tweet showed a picture of Georgina and another man with the caption, "UFC champion Ilya Taporia is divorcing his wife after he found out she was swimming romantically with Islam Makhachev."
Okay, that's a joke.
However, it was pointed out in the community notes that this photo was posted in 2022 and was Makhachev with some random girl and not Georgina. But rumors of cheating came from both sides.
But it was eventually revealed through, I guess, like Spanish media that she caught him texting other women.
There was also this Reddit post of Ilya supposedly enjoying the single life and pictured with multiple women. This was captioned with, "My buddy when he breaks up with his girlfriend and wants to make her
Man, Ilya's a dog, man. On and off the octagon.
jealous." However, this time Ilya was a victim of misinformation. The fourth photo is actually his sister, Mariam.
Oh,
And the
okay,
comment
that's his
section
sister. All right, cool.
seems to think that some of the other girls are other sisters. But UFC fans were more concerned at how this was going to impact his career. Ilya was expected to defend his title against Paddy Pimblett. However, according to Pimblett, Ilya was stalling the negotiations.
All Ilya's ever done is talk shit about me, saying I'm shit, saying I don't deserve to fight him. And after his last fight, I get in the cage and he pushes me. I think it's happening. And now all's amazing is he's stalling. He's not saying yet to the fight, he's stalling. If I'm not shit, lad, I just want to take an easy fight and beat me down. Step up. As Tyson said, sign the contract, big boy.
And this was at a time when Ilya was on course to becoming arguably the greatest UFC fighter currently.
Ilya is on his path to being the GOAT. I genuinely think that Ilya Taporia is 3 to 4 big wins away from being, bar none, the best of all time, passing up John Jones, GSP, Khabib, whoever you count as your GOAT. He's like 3 or 4 big wins away from being considered the GOAT.
Ilya goes on a hiatus.
Neither Ilya nor his wife publicly addressed this situation until November 27th when Ilya shocked the UFC world with this tweet. He wrote, "I won't be fighting in the first quarter of next year. I'm going through a difficult moment in my personal life. I want to focus on my children and resolve this situation as soon as possible. I don't want to hold up the division. The UFC will make the matchups needed, and as soon as the matters are resolved, I'll let the UFC know I'm ready to begin my return." Fellow UFC fighter Max Holloway responded with, "Sorry to hear, champ. If it's what I'm hearing it is, I know the struggle firsthand trying to fight while protecting your kids. Hope all goes well. Holloway was referring to the lengthy custody battle he had with his kids, which lasted for 5 years.
5
Topuria's
years? That's tough.
tweet was also quote tweeted by the commentator MMA Guru, who wrote, "I wasn't sure until I've just seen this, but based on what I've been told, I actually understand why Ilya has chosen to do this. The divorce coming up is going to be messy as F. There's an allegation he's going to have to overcome that she'll use to get full custody. Sucks though." She posted some themed things on her Instagram story a few days ago that'll give you the idea. On his YouTube channel, MMA Guru clarified what he meant by themed things.
And while there was rumors that he was going to be taking some time away, she was posting a lot of domestic abuse things on her Instagram story.
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. I wish I had my soundboard working. I probably don't need it.
And someone mentioned here, I did see the violence against women.
I should have mentioned that earlier, that my soundboard isn't working at the moment. But let me just unpause the video.
And this post on her story.
So this story has now become incredibly serious, and you'd like to think that this was when the misinformation would come to an end. However, another story circulated about Georgina and how she was now dating a famous rapper. However, this turned out to
this is cap. This is cap. It's photoshopped, I think.
Be a picture with her brother, and his skin color was changed. And this false story made it onto the biggest podcast in the world.
There's like a divorce now or something.
Oh
too?
yeah, it's public. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, she's taking photos with rappers and
ugh,
yeah, and putting it on Instagram.
Come on, Joe. Don't fall for that, dude. Come on, Joe.
No.
Yeah, you know how they do it. They try to steal your soul.
Jesus.
Put a knife right in your spirit.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. There's hell has no fury like a woman scorned. Yeah.
And Rogan's guest, More Plates, More Dates, also known as Derek, proposed a conspiracy theory about the Nelk boys.
I don't know if it's a coincidence, but I mean, you can't. I'm sure the internet has their speculation, but the timing is very odd with like one of these interviews he did where somebody was almost seemed to plant in his head that like if you meet a wife in Miami, that she's probably like not good.
There have been some people who think that Ilya should continue fighting and how he could use this situation almost as ammunition in the octagon. However, the UFC fighter Sean O'Malley explained how you simply can't go through something like this and also prepare for a big fight.
The Ilya stuff, you guys see that? Going through the divorce, wife supposedly trying to take 50%. God, dude. I feel so, that sucks. And it's all public, which makes it even just worse.
I've seen a lot of shit.
'Cause I've been through some shit. I didn't have to do it. Wasn't on the public. Got through the other side. Everything's good. But when you're going through that type of shit, you definitely don't want to be in fight camp.
Is that why he pulled out, or just...
That's why I didn't book a fight. He said he's going through his personal. It's all public, and I guess he was supposed.
I mean, clearly it does affect Ilya mentally. So, yeah, I would understand why he's not fighting. Of course,
messaging
obviously.
girls, which is like you can't say how's on.
I know, right?
Dude, no. Like, you can't be nice to the other species when you're married. I just don't understand. Yeah, no, that sucks. So I do genuinely feel bad for him, and yeah, I mean, all that shit. Oh, he's got 2 kids. It's like when you add kids to the mix, that's really what makes it just so hard to deal with. It's unfortunate for him, but yeah, because I really want to see Ely versus Patty. That was the fight I wanted to see. Ely versus Islam is the fight I want to see next. Ely versus Patty. We don't get it. That's okay. It's okay.
So instead of Ilya's title fight with Paddy Pimblett, there's now an interim title fight scheduled between Pimblett and Justin Gaethje in January. Paddy firmly believes that if he wins this, then he's the champion.
And then obviously we got told it's Justin, Ilya's not fighting, so obviously me and Ilya mightn't like each other, lad, but I wish him nothing but the best with all his family. It's nothing to do with fighting. But when I win this belt, I'm the champ for now. I don't care if it says interim on it, I'm the champ, he's out the cage, I'm the champ.
Later that month, Ilya did an interview with ESPN in Spanish, but was careful not to elaborate on what were the specific personal issues he was dealing with.
Pues como he comunicado, estoy atravesando problemas personales. No tengo una fecha exacta de cuándo se va a solucionar todo. Espero que cuanto antes, en cuanto se solucione, yo estaré listo para volver en el octógono. Priorizo en este momento el bienestar de mi familia, de mis hijos, el mío propio. Así que en cuanto solucione todo, ya volveré a al octógono y a darle todo el espectáculo que todo el mundo se merece.
¿Harás careo en enero? ¿Estás ahí para el ganador o...?
No lo sé. Estoy en ello. Estamos tomando decisiones en este momento si haré ese viaje o no, pero espero que sí. Espero que sí.
However, because of the rumors swirling around about his behavior, Ilya finally gave his side of the story.
Ilya's statement.
In yet another shocking statement on social media, he wrote, "Over the past several weeks, I've made the difficult decision to temporarily step away from defending my title. This was not a decision I took lightly. However, when circumstances arise that threaten your personal integrity, your family, and your reputation, there comes a point when you must address them directly." So far, his wife had hinted that she suffered some sort of abuse. Ilya, meanwhile, claimed that he was being blackmailed. In recent months, I've been subjected to severe and unacceptable pressure, including threats to disseminate false allegations of domestic abuse unless financial demands were met. These allegations are entirely unfounded. The truth is not a matter of opinion, it is a matter of evidence. He's not just denying these allegations either, he's taking action against them. The next part of the statement read, "All relevant evidence has been carefully preserved and documented, including audio recordings, written communications, witness statements, and video material. This evidence has been submitted to the appropriate judicial authorities in order to pursue legal action for attempted extortion, falsification of evidence, misappropriation of funds and personal property, and multiple threats." Then he explained why he had been so silent. "My initial decision to remain silent was made solely to protect my children, who are the most important part of my life. However, I have come to understand that silence under these circumstances does not protect the truth. It allows false narratives to take hold. Many individuals have faced similar situations, and time and again, the legal system has ultimately clarified the facts. Today, I'm stepping forward not only for my family and myself, but also to demonstrate that no one should be forced to yield to intimidation, manipulation, or fear. Those who know me can attest that I have never engaged in violence of any kind, and that my life and career have always been guided by discipline, respect, and integrity. I have full confidence in the judicial process and will allow the legal system to determine the facts based on evidence. Out of respect for my children and the ongoing legal proceedings, I will not be making any further public statements. I respectfully ask that speculation be avoided and that my family's privacy be honored during this sensitive time. The truth does not require volume, it requires facts." In the aftermath, the UFC fighter Bryce Mitchell decided...
I've seen this, man. Bryce Mitchell, basically, yeah, he thinks that So Bryce thinks Ilya actually abused his ex-wife.
To lean into the allegations being made about him.
Y'all remember when I fought Ilya and he won, and then afterwards he got a pair of overalls and was making fun of me because I run a farm and I run around in overalls, and he thought that was hilarious. Well, I got something for you. This is called the Wife Beater Special. That's right, I got my wife beater on for Ilya Topuria. That puts his hands on a woman. You know, I grew up without a dad. You know, never seen my dad, never will see my dad. And you know what? I'd rather not see my dad than have my dad there beating on my mom. Let me tell you something, that'll get you around these parts, son. That shit ain't no joke. There ain't nothing funny about it, and I just had to let you know you're a straight up bitch for that. And your brother's a bitch too. I'll fight him. I'll beat his. You got lucky I was sick, or I'd have beat your ass. And look, you don't deserve to get to see your kids, son, because you put your hands on their
brought up the kids too, man.
Mother. You're a coward. That shit is sickening. But anyways, bro, who am I to judge? I fall short of the glory of God too. Ilya, you need to repent, return to Jesus Christ, and if you...
Okay, the Bears scored. It's it's about to be tied. Yep, tied game, man. This game's a shootout, dude.
Repent, you won't rot in hell, bro. But you better really mean it, and you better really repent, and probably stop drinking too. You probably got a drinking problem, man. But return to Jesus Christ, you will be forgiven, and if not, you're gonna rot in hell, bro, because that's where women beaters go. And
hold on a sec. All right.
You know, one more thing for you, Ilya. wives ain't like belts, okay? It ain't the more the merrier. You're supposed to have one man, one woman to become one, okay? You're out running around working on your third wife now. Hell, you think they're championship belts and you're trying to get 3 or 4. You're an idiot, dude. You need to take notes from a guy like me.
And of course, the Nelk Boys clip resurfaced, and how this proved that you can't meet your wife in Miami. However, Georgina doesn't exactly fit into the stereotype of a Miami girl. Like Topuria, she's also from Spain, and while in the U.S. she became a real estate agent, one of the careers that has a certain stigma around it, especially in Las Vegas and Miami, and set up her own solar
What's
power
the stigma? What's the stigma? I don't understand.
Business. She's nowhere near as rich as her husband, but not completely dependent on him either. She didn't meet her husband out partying, but at a dinner with mutual friends. But Georgina is essentially fighting an uphill battle due to the new huge fan base that her husband has, and shortly after Ilya's statements, the Spanish press revealed even more information that did not paint her in a good light.
Spanish press.
The Spanish journalist Isabel Rabago revealed an entire timeline of what happened. The couple had split up since August, and according to this news story, negotiations over the breakup began based solely on financial demands Georgina put on the table. In late October, early November, Ilia Topuria filed a civil separation lawsuit with terms said to be reasonable and focused on shared matters, including their child. And here's where things get interesting.
So she's trying to take his money?
This information said that after being notified of the separation filing, Georgina began looking for a lawyer to represent her, at which point she alleged she was a victim of abuse. She claimed to have evidence that would put Ilya in a, quote, very difficult position. So here we have 2 very important pieces of information. She only raised the issues of abuse after the separation was filed by Ilya. The information also alleged that she demanded a large sum of money from Ilya in exchange for not pursuing the abuse complaint.
Of course.
Her financial demands were extremely high, with Ilya agreeing to all requests. So this could be interpreted as an admission of guilt from Ilya, but by allowing these allegations to surface, he could equally lose an extremely large sum of money, even from false allegations.
When you think about...
Man, if it's false, he will still lose money. Dude, that's tough.
Brand image and marketing and all this stuff. These big brands that are pumping marketing dollars into Ilia Topuria or into Conor McGregor, as soon as sexual assault or domestic abuse gets brought forward, you're radioactive. They need to cut ties with you. And I think Ilia is trying to avoid that.
Another interesting piece of information is that despite the allegations, no restraining order, arrest, or official notification has been issued against Ilya. The last piece of information tells us that Georgina tried for months to make the story public, and even considered making a public appearance while displaying certain material, which begs the question, why didn't any news outlets run with this information?
Now that tells me that news stations, magazines, blogs, all types of news outlets, they go, yeah, we're not running this story. This is BS, or we don't believe it, or there's not enough information for us to go public.
After Ilya's statement, Georgina's lawyers released a statement of their own to the Spanish press. This has been translated, so it may not be 100% accurate, but the statement roughly says, given the proliferation of information, public speculation, and defamatory statements circulating in various media outlets that directly target our client, in a context of recent media attention, we deem it necessary to issue a clarification. There is currently an ongoing legal proceeding of a strictly private and family nature that directly affects a minor. For this reason, Ms. Uzcategui has expressly chosen not to make public statements and to handle this situation with the utmost respect for the procedure and the privacy of the parties involved. Therefore, we ask the media and opinion pieces to refrain from fueling speculation or parallel judgments, and to act with the prudence and responsibility required by the ongoing legal proceedings. This firm will not make any further public statements on this matter outside the appropriate legal framework. Ultimately, we're still in that gray area where Topuria still has the potential to become the greatest UFC fighter of all time, but also has these looming allegations hanging over him like a dark cloud, and who knows how many years out of this prime that could take away from him. At the moment, the information is leaning in Topuria's favor, but the seriousness of the allegations means that you still don't want to rule it out either.
Oh, man. It's tough. Hopefully everything gets sorted out. All right, am I still live?
Is leaning into Topuria.
All right, I'm still live. Okay, good.
Ilia Topuria's road to become.
All right, let's see. Trying to meet your wife in Miami is already a red flag. Yep, true. Meeting your wife in Miami is so naive and stupid. All right, let's watch one more video.
I'm sick.
All right, so apparently Kai Cenat, he broke up with his girl, and there's been some rumors that Kai's been cheating. Well, not Kai. His ex-girlfriend cheated on Kai.
Single. I will never be in another relationship again. And allegedly, according to many other platforms, they're saying Kai Cenat's ex-girlfriend, and apparently they just broke up a few days ago, like literally after Christmas or the day of, or a little before the timeline.
Yeah, breaking up after Christmas is crazy.
Shaky,
Right
but
after
they say
Christmas.
Gabrielle Alea cheated on Kai allegedly after she didn't receive the pink G-Wagon she asked for Christmas. Now I just gotta say, I'm not entirely sure about the credibility of that claim or that source, but a lot of people, including his fans, are saying that she was only with him for the money, the fame, the clout,
I mean, obviously, it seems like she was. Like, I seen like a clip of Kai, he dressed up as Santa Claus on her YouTube video, and she made like a PowerPoint slideshow or whatever of all the things that she wants for Christmas.
material possessions. And maybe Kai Cenat wasn't spending enough money on her. Maybe she felt as though that she deserved more. And I just gotta say, when will these young content creators learn that leading with your money, your fame, your clout, and everything else in between, the lifestyle, will never be a sustainable relationship model? You have to actually have other qualities about you that'll keep a woman around for the long run. And additionally, you need
Yeah,
to
a relationship like that clearly benefits the woman. Clearly. Like, yeah. Never mind. Let me just play the video.
learn how to vet more, vet better on if a girl is just rocking with you because of your status, or if she genuinely has raw, burning desire for you as a man and genuinely wants to be your woman, genuinely wants to be your future wife one day, genuinely potentially wants to have kids with you and build a family.
Okay, I know it seems like a lot, but you're Santa Claus and you get people's stuff. Like, come on. Okay, so this is my number one
That's Kai Cenat right there in the little Santa
obviously.
Claus outfit, obviously.
gift. Description, as you can see, G-Wagon, black, pink interior. It's very detailed. I just feel like, you know, for safety reasons.
Asking for a G-Wagon. Dude, this is a humiliation ritual right here, dude.
I did want a pink outside, but for safety reasons, I just feel like maybe it should be pink in the inside, so I still get that pink vibe, and then just do black on the outside and black out the windows, tint it up, you know, like that, so can't nobody know or tell that it's me, okay? Or
Bro, I just gotta say, for me personally and respectfully, this is just my personal preferences. I don't like women who are entitled like this or telling me what I should do for her. Like, that's not how that, you can't, it just feels like you're begging and setting a standard, like a entitled standard that I have to meet.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like love to me at all.
Otherwise, you lose respect for me. That's weird. I don't like that, especially coming from me. I don't expect anybody to do anything for me. Everything I have in my life, I pretty much worked for. So if I want to get you a $200,000 to $300,000 G-Wagon, pink interior, and all the shenanigans for Christmas.
And you know what's crazy? They've only been in a relationship for a year, and she's asking for all that stuff, dude. That is crazy.
That'll be because I actually want to do that for you. And personally, me, I don't think you should ever be buying a girlfriend of which you've probably been dating for less than a year, a car, a vehicle that costs the same price as a house.
Or that's the G-Wagon route, okay? Or we can go BMW X6 M Competition. Really nice car as well.
She knows the exact car. Ooh.
You can see this one is pink. I would be okay if this one was black as well, pink in the inside. I'm just really big on like the black outside, the black exterior, pink interior vibe. I wanted black interior, pink.
It's just funny seeing Kai Cenat right there, just quiet as hell, silent, like he doesn't even know what to say. Guys, I'm not attracted to this type of girl. I like women who are, you know, just humble, right, and down to earth, and doesn't care about extravagant, lavish gifts like that, man. Like that's, you know, it's just not my cup of tea, man. And I don't expect this from anybody else. Like for me, toward me, and I'm really not shocked by this. Additionally, there were reports, allegedly rumors going around from multiple creators and celebrities saying that Kai Cenat found out that this girl Gigi, which is her nickname, was cheating on him with no other than NBA Youngboy. According to Clipped Season on Twitter, they say Kai Cenat broke up with his girlfriend Gigi after finding out she was cheating on him, allegedly, guys, allegedly, with NBA Youngboy via Academics. And if you guys don't know NBA Youngboy, he's basically a rapper from Louisiana. Here he is right here. And according to this post from Academics, hip-hop blogger, he posted a screenshot of what Kai said earlier today. Along with this screenshot from his ex-girlfriend, Gabrielle Alea, aka Gigi, she said, "I left, comma, now you want to get on the internet," she's talking to Kai, "and rush to paint a false narrative about me off a fake Twitter post is insane. I've never cheated on him. And you know that. I've never dealt with that, man. Play that sympathetic role somewhere else, please." And she's talking about NBA Youngboy potentially being the guy she cheated on with. And to be honest, to play devil's advocate, she may not have linked up with NBA Youngboy per se, but he may have been in the DMs, and Kai may have went through her phone recently before Christmas, on Christmas Day, and saw it, you know, an exchange between her and NBA Youngboy in the Instagram DMs without vanish mode on. And of course, guys, I just want to say I'm just breaking this story right now. You guys know I talk about everything on this channel, but I really wanted to talk about this story simply because this is not the first time this has happened with a content creator, and it's not the last. These guys, I don't know, it's just like,
oh, the 49ers scored. 49ers scored, by the way. It's 34-28.
You know, they see a pretty face, nice teeth, nice hair, nice body, and, you know, she has a little bit of clout, and they just, like, they're mesmerized. They don't do any vetting. They don't check up on, you know, who she hangs out with, her family members, her friends, what her values are, whether, you know, she's empathetic, whether she goes to church or is, you know, a spiritual person who tries to maintain the health and well-being of her mind, body, and soul. Like, these guys, they just, and I get it, because I'm a young content creator too. I'm acting like I'm 10, 15, 20 years older than these guys, right? We're all within the same age range, all right? But it's just like, guys, you have to, this is why I don't really prioritize looks when it comes to dating with women. Sure, physical attraction is definitely needed, but what really turns me off is attitude and entitlement. And I need to see that you're kind and respectful to other people, because I try to be kind and respectful to other people in public and in private, family and
yes, not everything's about looks. I mean, looks is definitely important, of course, but you know, obviously other things matter too, like personality.
Friends, again, people can vouch for me. People who talk to me behind the scenes, they know how I am. So we have to share similar values and align in some way, shape, or form. And that's not to say that I'm a cheap person. I will gladly splurge on friends, family members, intimate partners, whatever, because I'm just that kind of guy. I'm a giving kind of guy. But we have to be on the same wavelength. I got to know who you are as a person and if I want to support you. And I need to know if you're just using me, really and truly, honestly. Now, in her defense, she said that she has not cheated and she left. We don't know the reason for why she left. Now, given Kai Cenat's platform and his fame, people are going to side with Kai automatically because Kai is Kai. And this particular archetype, especially here in Atlanta, you know, has stereotypical gold digging type behaviors. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to judge a book by its cover, but come on, bro. Like, a lot of girls who fit this profile here, they do tend to have particular recognizable patterns. Additionally, I'm hearing reports that, you know, she wasn't even really attracted to Kai Cenat like that based off of her previous preferences when it comes to men, of allegedly being 6'1", light skinned and making music, right? And Kai Cenat doesn't
just not even her physical type
do any of that as far as I'm aware.
And things, I mean, she could change her mind, of course, but still.
While we making the food and shit, like, you could like build your
Build my
yeah.
How?
Like build up. You ever like seen 2K?
Yeah, the game.
Yeah.
So to basically explain what they're about to do, he's setting her up for like a hypothetical situation where if she could build a man, her preferential, like physical, attractive, you know, in her mind, this is what she would prefer, right? In a man.
Like build your like 2K, like yo.
And by the way, in 2K, you get to build your player as well. So it's kind of like customizing a character in a video game, essentially.
Your dream nigga.
How I do that?
I'm gonna give you an example. Like you say, like his height, his age, his weight.
Man, he said 2K out of all games. That's a ghetto way to explain it.
Good.
Okay. He gotta be like 6'1".
Kai Cenat is not 6'1". He is 5'3". Look at this right here.
Definitely short. Kai is definitely short.
What else he gotta have?
Are we saying like, this is realistic shit?
Was we not being realistic?
I mean, I was being realistic, but like.
Me too.
Okay.
I think he's confused because a lot of people don't realize that people above 6 feet and 6'1", 6'2", that's like less than 10% of the population. The higher you go, like 6'3", 6'4", less than 5% of the population. So an extreme minority, but that seems to be not a known fact amongst a lot of girls. Apparently, they think that's like 30 to 40% of the population. Anyway.
What you thought I was gonna say? 5'9"? 6'1".
Waves.
By the way, the stats for waves, I'm not entirely sure, but most men do not have waves. Waves is basically a hairstyle where you brush your hair. Some people naturally have waves. I used to have waves. Technically still do. By the way, here are waves right here. 360 waves. Honestly, growing up,
I don't see a lot of people with waves anymore.
Bro, I used to love having waves, bro. It felt so nice, so cool, so bro, trippy.
Yeah, like I wasn't, you know, growing up as a kid, I was never interested in having waves. I had like a big afro as a kid. You know, with the little fade.
Look at Obama here with the waves. Martin Luther King here with the wave check. Like, anyway, sorry about that.
Nice body, like.
Oh my God, yo, who edited this video, man? Like, poor Kai, man, poor Kai. And this is why I would trade if I'm a successful content creator, which, technically I am. I don't like, bro. A woman with a nice, feminine, soft, sweetheart, down to earth is such a turn on, bro. Like when you come across girls like that, it just makes you want to do the most. It makes you want to do everything for her, bro. It makes you want to protect her. But clearly, Kai doesn't fit any of these preferences. He's not 6'1", he's 5'3". He doesn't have waves. He had dreads before with a taper, and now he has, a little curly fro. And he doesn't work out. He's pretty skinny, in my opinion. I think he does, hit the gym occasionally.
He's kind of, Kai's kind of lean. Yeah, he's lean.
But he's not like brolic. Like he's not pushing 225, 250, 315 bench, squatting 400. He's not curling 40, 50 pound dumbbells, right? Like honestly, man, I really do feel bad for Kai, and this probably is linked to why he was feeling depressed lately. I talked about his mental health in a previous video.
Looks nice. Light skin.
Oh yeah, light skin too. Kai is the opposite of that. He's
definitely not light skin.
Dark skin.
He's an artist.
He doesn't make music either.
Artist by what? Like, are we saying like artists in like
music? He makes music.
So knowing all that, right? This is why you have to vet, bro. Knowing all that and you don't fit the criteria of what she had in her mind before meeting you, and knowing you're the opposite and everything, right? Why would you still get with a girl like this? Why? Is it because, guys, you guys got to stop getting hooked on looks. And this goes for women too. I don't want to just rail on men. Men, women, people. Please stop.
Hey, how's it going?
Stop getting hooked on physicality. Please focus on the internal. Sure, you should still be physically attracted to the person that you want to be with, but stop having these strict ass physical standards of which will basically F you over in the long run. Stop focusing on superficial materials, superficial physicalities that don't matter in the long run. Even somebody pointed out in the comment section that her dream boyfriend is YB, basically YB. Then people are saying he's not light skin or 6'1", he's brown skin and 5'7" to 5'9". And apparently before, Kai Cenat alluded to any type of breakup or mental health issues, Lil TJ, the rapper, who I believe was beefing with Kai before, said, go through the phone, right? Go through
English or Spanish? English.
That phone, because in this industry, typically when guys get on the depressive wave like this, it's either losing a lot of money or losing a girl that they thought they trusted.
I figured it out. Nigga probably just mad about his bitch.
And then he says, go through that phone on stream, $200 flights. I'll be on my D2. Let's see your PR duck this one. So, you know, TJ, hey, I guess he knew before everything really dropped. I just got to say to end this video off, we have to stop being as superficial in this society and know what it is. I'm not saying you can't hang and have a casual relationship with a pretty girl. You want her for her beauty. She wants you for your money. And if that's the relationship you want, keep it at that. Just know that's not going to be a long-term sustainable thing. And don't get surprised or spooked when she moves on to something she feels as though she can level up on. And if she feels as though that she wasn't getting the gifts, the money, the clout that she deserved, right, because of that entitlement, hey, you know, eventually she's gonna move on, man. And again, I'm not blaming Kai for any of.
You said whoever moves first. You said whoever moves first is broke and living in poverty for eternity. I knew you were gonna say something like that. Yeah, I'm not playing that game. You said dog, freaking autocorrect is high right now. What?
This is a lesson that millions of men, you know, have learned and are going to continue to learn, man. Don't get caught up on looks, man. And value people for more than what they appear to be, is my opinion. Hopefully I didn't really, you know, come off as disrespectful or offensive. I just want to provide like genuine tips that I feel are valid in this situation. But if I'm off, feel free to air your opinions down below if you feel as though that what I said was wrong. That said, hope you guys enjoyed or found this informative. And get you guys in the next one.
All right. Yeah, Kai. If I was Kai, I would definitely wouldn't date women like her, obviously, if I was Kai. I would just date different women, if you know what I mean. All right. All right, it's time to game. Time to play some video games. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fix that, not fix, but go ahead and finish that Batman episode. And I'm streaming longer than I thought, but that's okay. Alright. Hold on, let me change the category. Alright, there we go. Finished episode 1.
Wayne, we are close. Make your device ready.
Will do. EMP primed and ready to go.
Harley,
Yeah, what?
we have almost reached the target vehicle.
Uh-huh.
Now, you are providing our escape.
Waller, on the move with targets. Track this signal. Get your people here now.
We've got your signal locked. Cavalry is on the way.
Now we do this.
Wait, what in the...
I gotta say, Bruce, now that we're actually here and it's really happening, I'm feeling some butterflies in my stomach.
We have an obstruction ahead, both lanes. Armored vehicles. Service weapons at the ready. Do not engage.
Now, Wayne! Do it!
What the hell is going on?
HQ, do you copy?
My gun, it's fried.
All comms are down.
Move! Carry the torch, Mr. Suit. Stay sharp. Secure the vehicle.
Hey, Bears scored, by the way. Just saying.
Stay down.
All right, everyone on the ground, now!
Your place is on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Freeze! Open the door! Everyone, stay sharp and keep order. Allow no sudden moves and no talk.
Strike it.
Go on, quickly. You were wondering what's in there. Find out for yourself. Back off, or I'll shoot.
No! No! No!
Don't.
Break it off!
We don't have time for this.
We're not done here, Wayne.
I would not turn my back on you. I'll leave this cleanup to you, but hurry. Men, seize the cargo.
Get out of here!
Waller, where are you?
Were you just robbing? Like stealing stuff now?
Waller here. Let them have it, Wayne.
What are you talking about?
The package. Let them have it. It's not worth my agents' lives.
You can't be serious. You were supposed to be here.
No! That was my ride! Break out the artillery and disable their vehicles!
Damn it!
We can fix this all later. For now, just move it. Waller out.
I don't want to hurt ya, but I will blow your heads off if you make me. Eat concrete! Lights out!
Put out that fire!
On it.
I'm gonna play whack-a-mole with their heads.
It's a warrior's death!
Head off form. Head off main. I guess.
Secure the cargo.
Got shot.
Hurry! Need to leave now! Fine. Forget you.
You have gotta be.
Are we just gonna leave early? Oh, there's a back signal.
You did well tonight, Wade. Better than that yammering harpy.
How could we leave her? We need to get Harley now!
Impossible. She's dead or in jail.
So we break her out!
And if she's dead,
Better hope she's not.
Sorry.
We have to help her. She'll be expecting us. She needs us.
We'll get her back, John. I promise.
Great.
Okay.
Let's go. We have to go now.
Okay, promising her that is not a great idea, but okay.
Right now!
we don't have time to waste on her.
What? What?
That's enough. Save your breath. We have the cargo. Let's get this over with.
You'll regret this, Bane.
Forget him. We have a job to do. This key is yours, no? Open the box. Be quick.
Oh, it's the Riddler's body?
It is sad to see a legend so, but there is no other way. At least now, we finally have everything we need. Riddler will open the path to us, once the thief brings the last piece.
I'll open any path for the right price.
Catwoman. All right, man. I hate that I can't skip this. I really hate that I can't skip this too. Alright, there we go. Alright. Let's go and play episode 3. Okay, so Catwoman has returned. Alright, cool.
I wear the mask in order to protect this city. But when faced with a new breed of criminals calling themselves the Pact, the direct approach was met with disaster. I had to don a different mask. As Bruce Wayne, I infiltrated their ranks. The plan was to get in, set the trap, and get out. But the plan failed. Now they're one step closer to their goal, and all I have are questions. What is the Pact really after? Why steal Riddler's body? Friend or foe?
Nice place you got here. Did it come with the vermin? Or did you add that yourselves? This everyone? Riddler mentioned Harley.
Miss Quinn is otherwise occupied.
Are crossing the river Styx.
We are the entirety of our cabal at the moment. Oh, this gentleman was someone we picked up after Riddler's departure. Bruce Wayne.
Bruce, was it? Charmed.
Be gentle. This is Mr. Wayne's first foray into the field of felonry.
Yeah, we met before.
We've actually crossed paths.
How?
I may have stolen a thing or two from Mr. Wayne. He has so much, I just didn't think he'd notice.
Enough pleasantries. You have the device? Excellent. Harley said your gems were in her safe.
If she fails to return, you can pester John. He knows the code.
It's fine. We can start.
Oh, let's get to... What are we doing?
Well, we're going to extricate the body. Riddler built a secret back door into the security system of his old employer. I need to scan his eyes and then create a retinal key for them. Then I'll use the key to make goggles, and we can open whatever doors he could. Help me lift. This wasn't the original plan. He was supposed to be alive, but things change. Get his head in a good position. That's far enough. Dig the plates under his lids. Press the button and scan away.
Oh, I thought he was about to take his head off.
Ugh, that's gross. What the hell did they do to him? And what's with the refrigerator coffin? Why would the agency transport him like this? This doesn't add up, Bruce. Bruce, I'm sorry about Lucius. I'm guessing it wasn't a gas leak or whatever the news said.
You're right. Riddler killed him. But it was meant for me.
Damn it, Bruce. This isn't all on you. On to the next. I didn't know what I'd be walking into with this group, but I certainly didn't expect it to involve you. And I know you're no stranger to peril, but you shouldn't be here. So, what gives?
I wouldn't exactly say I'm part of the team.
Also, the sky is blue. Now you say another obvious thing. This is the game we're playing, right?
I'll probably regret
Whatever
saying
your
that.
plan was,
I'm not
must have
gonna
gone
lie.
horribly awry for you to end up here like this.
You're not the only one with questions.
One question. Make it fast.
Did
Come back for me?
Did you come back for me?
Yes, Bruce. Because the world revolves around you. But, you know, I suppose there are worse people to run into.
Have we concluded?
2 eyes in the can.
Excellent work. Then we can...
She's back!
Is that Harley or what?
Sorry I'm late. Traffic was murder.
I couldn't stand it. You were there, and I was here. I was on my way. Well, I was getting to get on my way. Look, I put on shoes.
Oh, thanks, Puddin'. You would have had a blast if you were with me. And how about this one? Did you miss me, sugar?
Well, John was beside himself.
Was? I'd say still is. So I got one question for you. If you missed me so much, why the hell did you let them leave me behind? Since Big Bad Bane's plan almost got one of our most valuable members killed today, we're having a change in management.
What the hell?
So speak up if there are any objections. We can hash this out in a reasonable manner.
Harley!
Oh, this one's actually got some brains. Everyone else better be smart too.
You! You are a means to an end, and this is over.
Did it occur to any one of you people that the job we just pulled went sideways a little too quick? I think they knew we were coming, because a little rat told them. Bane was right to beat up his guy before we left to hit the convoy. He just beat up the wrong one. Since he couldn't deliver, I'm taking over the case. And I'm not gonna let whoever it is stop me from getting what I want. This leak, it almost got me killed. So now, no one moves, no one breathes without my say-so. 'Cause I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. And whoever it is gonna find their insides suddenly al fresco. That make you nervous, Bruce? What do you have to say?
Don't threaten me.
Careful, Bruce. You're valuable, but not irreplaceable. Remember that.
Okay.
Stop, wait!
Excuse me, peanut gallery? You got something to say?
Wayne pulled his own out there. Saw it with my own 2 eyes. I ain't gonna let a good effort go unnoticed.
Then, let's get back to work. If anyone else has any issues with the New World Order, my door is always open.
Lead us to our prize, and all will be forgiven.
Wayne, come here a second.
Thanks for vouching back there.
Hey, it's tough in the trenches. Hey, we gotta look out for one another. Otherwise...
Hiya, Bruce. Guess you're clear. For now. Because apparently you're so capable. I got an errand for ya. I know just about everything about Riddler's plan. But he kept one card close to his chest. The location of the job. Took the secret to his grave. Now I got his laptop. But look at this. And keep your yap shut. Can't let any of these mooks sense weakness. It's encrypted! It's like he knew not to trust any of us. Go figure. This is where you come in.
Okay, let me see the laptop. I'm pretty tech savvy. Maybe I can crack it.
Bruce, in case you missed it, we have a mole problem. And until we clear that up, the keys to the kingdom stay with me. Got it? Riddler had a beef with his former employers, who are cooking up some very dangerous and super fun stuff at a black site lab somewhere here in Gotham.
And what is it we're after? This super fun stuff?
You ask a lot of questions. You know that? I've been able to piece together most of his plan, except where the black site is. You're gonna find the location. And when you do, maybe you'll get a treat. A sweet, delicious little treat.
You're asking me to do something with little or no information to go on. And when I asked you for some kind of clarification, you dodge.
Bruce, did you see what just happened? I'm in charge here. That means when I ask you to bring me something, you deliver it. No questions asked. See, I ain't letting this laptop out of my sight until I clear up this mole problem. So, I want you to head over to Riddler's place and do some digging.
I might need some help. That place is full of death traps.
Take John with you. Just don't get him hurt. That's my job.
Road trip? With Bruce? I'm in.
Actually, I was thinking Catwoman. After all, she knew him.
Good points. Take her too.
I'll grab some snacks.
What's that guy's story?
Cat lady, are you more of a beef jerky or trumpet-shaped corn bites girl? Why am I even asking? I'll bring both.
Be careful.
Hey, be careful around him. He's smarter than he looks.
That's good, because he looks off.
Who's ready to hit the road?
Who you gonna tell if you see anything that ain't on the up and up?
You! But don't worry, Bruce is my best friend. He'd never betray me.
I don't know about that,
Oh,
dude.
sweet, innocent puddin'. Friends have the easiest access to stab you in the back. Now get out of here.
I call shotgun.
I want that black site location.
Can't believe this is where he decided to set up shop. Wasn't like him to slum it.
I always thought the abandoned water tower was an odd choice. I mean, the mold risk alone.
It's not the abode of a man who asked me to steal a Renoir, that's for sure.
Why don't you two go that way? Okay? See if anyone's around.
Come on, John. We'll go check the other side.
Meow.
Waller.
Glad you answered. We need to talk. Listen about the convoy. We couldn't get to you safely. The EMP blast knocked out my ability to communicate with my field agents. Sorry. It obviously wasn't supposed to go down like that.
Well, innocent people died because of your no-show.
You think I don't know that? These maniacs butchered my agents, my friends. I can't take losses like this. I need to lean on you even more now, Bruce. You being inside. It's our best hope.
Well, now they have Riddler's body. It was cryogenically frozen. By the agency.
Bruce, this was a 60-year-old man who went toe-to-toe with Batman. I have some very interested researchers who wanted to see what kept him ticking.
60 years old? He didn't look 60. He looked like he was in his either in his 40s or 50s.
Wait. I got the punchline wrong. Let me start over.
It's fine, John.
Catwoman's back in Gotham. She's here to get them inside a black site. Some sort of research lab from the sound of it. And Harley doesn't know the location. She asked me to find it.
Stay put for now and maintain your cover at all costs. This is our chance to get ahead of this train.
So I say, Doc, I'll have what she's having. We snooped around.
There's a police car nearby, but no officer in sight.
And it could really use a wash.
Maybe it's just placed there to scare off looters, but either way, we should be careful.
Okay, let's find a way in.
Just have to get through these boards.
Don't worry, I brought my key.
Okay, that's not the best idea.
Ooh, we can take turns. See if you can make some candy come out. Should I get a blindfold?
A little early in the night for that.
Who's there? Don't move!
Oh.
Wait a minute. I know you. You're Bruce Wayne.
Guilty as charged.
Want to explain what you're doing out here? This isn't exactly the Heights.
You know I'm friends with Jim Gordon. If you want to check on me, just call him up.
You think I'm gonna interrupt the boss and his family at dinner?
I don't know. Are you? Okay. Detective...
Bullock.
Detective Bullock, right. Look, there's actually a very good reason for all of this.
Stay right there, jerkwad. I'm calling this in. I've been asked to report any suspicious activity around here, and you're acting suspicious.
Oh, come on now, Detective. We can work this out, just the two of us.
I disagree. Bruce freaking Wayne. Unbelievable. I'd even be working tonight if I didn't need the extra dough. But maybe this'll make me look good with the boss.
Oh, sure. Overtime, right? Well, maybe I can help with that?
I'm not that kind of cop.
No, of course not. This benefits both of us. Here, it's everything I got on me. Just hang up the phone, and it's yours.
Try not to die in there. I do not want this coming back on me.
See, we don't have to knock him out.
Come on, let's get moving.
Yeah, we didn't have to do all that.
It's even worse than I expected. The man I knew was flawed, but he could still muster a little warmth.
Huh, sounds like you knew a very different Riddler than the one I met.
49ers scored.
I wish he'd never come back to Gotham.
Me too.
There's hope for everyone. I don't think any of us are beyond reach.
I know we've just met, but somehow I knew you'd say that.
Just met.
You knew him best. Where do you think he'd keep any info on what we're after?
Well, not to state the obvious, but it's probably behind a riddle or a puzzle somewhere.
Ooh, I call the downstairs bedroom.
Careful, John. This place is probably a death trap. Follow him, Bruce. I don't want John's curiosity to get us killed.
I'm getting really tempted to touch something.
Tempted to touch something.
How many TVs does one guy need?
Probably afraid he'd miss something.
handcart. Wonder what he was moving.
You gotta admire the ingenuity. It's a wonderful toy.
It's a wonderful way to lose your hand.
Well, you know what they say. Curiosity killed the cat.
There's something under here. Some kind of platform.
Let me help you out there, Bruce. I don't want you to bend your collarbone.
Welcome to the Maelstrom. Deeper and deeper you go. This is the vortex of life, pulling you down into its depths. You work, you sleep, you die. At all times, 1 foot in the grave until the second inevitably follows. You have to work hard and sleep hard in order to earn your way 6 feet under.
What did I tell you? I suppose those are our clues to whatever Riddler is hiding in here.
Work, sleep, death. A little grim.
A little boring is what it is. Hey, Bruce, I've been wanting to talk to you. Alone.
You have?
I don't like how cozy Catwoman was with Riddler.
Because he was a killer?
Because he was rude to me. We need to stick together. I don't trust this kitten one bit. You know what they say about a black cat crossing your path?
Don't worry, I can handle it.
Yeah, we can handle Catwoman.
Really?
I'm Bruce Wayne. I deal with women like her all the time.
Oh, you're not ready to die just yet. Oh, wait. Yes, you are. You have to work hard and sleep hard in order to earn your way 6 feet under.
What did I tell you? I suppose those are our clues to whatever Riddler is hiding in here.
Work, sleep, death. A little grim.
A little boring is what it is.
Oh, okay, so I'm supposed to examine all that. Alright.
Riddler's bed couldn't look less comfortable if he tried.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, man. That looks so uncomfortable.
Pair of Riddler's shoes.
He didn't exactly have great fashion sense.
Well, he did say something about a foot.
Okay, he's got
Canned
some
food.
snacks.
Lots of it.
We can't all get lobster thermidor on a whim.
What's that?
To truly understand my mind, you must first walk a mile in my... Well, certainly you know the rest.
I'm worried we're running out of time here.
I take you by night. By day, take you back. None suffer to have me, but do from my lack.
That sounds positive.
Hey, Catwoman.
Hey, money man.
I'm just curious if you
Yes?
missed me.
John is right downstairs.
Yes or no? Answer the question.
She misses Bruce.
Fine. Of course I did.
Yeah, of course.
But don't read any more into it than that.
How'd you and Riddler first meet?
You know, I do a lot of freelance work.
Let me guess, Riddler wanted a painting from the Louvre?
Without bragging too much, it was an easy job.
Huh.
After all, I'd already robbed the place twice. He became a valuable contact when money was tight.
So why are you really here?
I said I'd tell you when we're alone. We're not. I'll tell you later.
Alright, fine.
Hey, Bruce, I've been wanting to talk to you. Alone.
You have?
I don't like how cozy Catwoman was with Riddler.
Because he was a killer?
Because he was rude to me. We need to stick together. I don't trust this kitten one bit. You know what they say about a black cat crossing your path?
Don't worry, I can handle her.
Oh, really?
I'm Bruce Wayne. I deal with women like her all the time.
Sorry. What else do I need to explode? I say explode. I need to explore. Okay,
This is where he built his boxes. That's odd.
Oh, it's the same thing as what's upstairs. Yeah, we placed the shoe. Alright, there we go.
This is my city. This is my plan. Nobody will interfere.
Okay. Already examined that. Already talked to the Joker. Alright, it went upstairs. I'll probably check again before I press on the button.
Tesla coils. This whole place is an electrical death cage. If these start sending out energy, we'll all fry.
That was stupid. That was stupid. I knew I shouldn't have done that.
You have to work hard and sleep hard
now I
in
gotta
order
start
to
all over.
earn your way 6 feet under.
What did I tell you? I suppose those are our clues to whatever Riddler is hiding in here.
Work, sleep, death. A little grim.
A little boring is what it is.
Okay, I shouldn't examine. I should just move
That's
it
odd.
immediately.
This is where he built his boxes. Tesla coils. This whole place is an electrical death cage. If these start sending out energy, we'll all fry.
Pick up. Move to the side.
I take you by night, by day take you back. None suffer to have me, but do from my lack.
That sounds positive.
Play shoe. Alright, there we go.
This is my city. This is my plan. Nobody will interfere.
Alright, man, what else is there to do? Alright, this gotta be it.
Oh, goody. It looks like you've got both feet in the grave.
You hear that? It's like you're standing on an elevator. I bet whatever we're looking for is down there.
Alright, finally got it.
Maybe
Let's go.
someone should stay up here. Keep watch.
Good point. Let's go, Bruce. Sorry, cat lady.
Or maybe you could stay?
Oh no! Harley gave me an assignment, and I mean to fulfill it.
John, could you give us a moment?
Oh, yeah, gotcha!
He's something. Charming and unnerving at the same time. So, now that we have a moment, care to fill me in? Care to tell me the real reason you're doing this? Out with it, Bruce. What's going on?
Undercover.
I'm undercover.
For yourself? Isn't Bruce Wayne kind of always undercover? Or is it the other way around?
No, yes, I'm undercover working with a group called the Agency.
Partnered up with people, huh? Good to hear you've grown a bit. Sorry if I was a little rattled at the clubhouse back there. Wasn't quite ready to see your face again, but you look good. Even with what looks like a piercing gone wrong. Not great or anything, but good. You know. I knew if I tried hard enough, I'd eventually get you speechless.
I don't know what to say.
Now it's my turn. Why are you here? You're not really in bed with this pact.
And what if I am? Maybe I need the money. Maybe I don't. Who knows? The world's a complicated place.
You're better than that.
You keep saying that. You're like a broken record.
Yoo-hoo! Can you two get a move on? Playing guard is
Man, shut up, Joker.
Just another minute. We've
I
got
just-
it under control, John.
Fine.
Just focus on something else,
job
dude, man. Shut up.
Remember?
Let's just see what this is all about.
Alright, man, let's turn this thing on.
Encrypted. Just like the laptop. There must be something nearby we can use. I mean, there's gotta be a password, right?
It's what we came here for. It's at least worth a try.
Riddles.
A little on the nose, don't you think?
Oh, hold on. Let me check on this. Let me check on this. Hold on. It's 4 seconds left. It's 4 seconds left in the not Chargers, Bears and 49ers game. It's 38 to 42. All right, what's Caleb gonna do? Caleb's still on his feet. Throw. Oh, incomplete. 49ers get the W. Throw it too low. Man, that was a shootout. Alright, sorry, I just wanted to see the game. Like 4 seconds of it. Oh, and Luther Burton's hurt. Alright. Well, both teams are going to make the playoffs anyways.
Didn't Riddler carry one of these in Europe?
He did, but they were purely aesthetic.
USB drive.
Oh, we found the USB drive.
You think it might be a trap?
Cabinets.
Maybe. But we already made it past the line of security, so maybe not.
Your certainty is assuring.
Alright, let's pick that up. Alright, let's put it in.
Here we go.
Decryptor detected. Accessing Sanctus Project Lotus files.
Project Lotus.
Sanctus.
Retinal scan required.
Shit. I haven't made the goggles yet.
Retinal scan. Timeout. Hephaestus protocol enacted.
The decryptor! Danger around every corner. Glad to see Gotham hasn't changed.
You know what Sanctus is, don't you?
I heard stories on jobs. Best I can piece together, they're a group up to... No good is generous. They're scary.
Great.
One thing's for sure. We're not getting any more info off that thing.
Well, there's always Riddler's laptop. Harley still has it.
The decryptor probably works with that as well.
Everything okay down there? Send the lift back up.
I should have come back sooner and reeled Riddler in, but I didn't. Knowing he was tangled up with Sanctus, and what he did to Lucius. This is my fault. My mess to clean up.
By yourself? I can help.
Why? Do I look like I need your help? You don't have the code to do what needs to be done here, Bruce. You want to do this your way? You'll have to beat me to it.
What?
What are you doing?
Balancing the scales.
You are not leaving here with that.
Oh, honey. I'm already gone. Resourceful as always. Bye, Bruce. It's been fun. You've gotten rusty.
You haven't gotten past me yet.
Slow down a bit. You're coming out blurry.
Fucker just like froze up. Just recording it with his phone.
I forgot how skilled you are with your hands.
Might as well.
Awfully pretty bold move considering we just met, Mr. Wayne.
This is flirting.
Move, John.
I should just throw her, man.
Sorry, Bruce, but I'm taking Harley's laptop for myself. And I'm finishing this my way.
Harley's laptop, huh?
I should have threw her, dude. I should have threw her. Why did I try to go for a kiss, man? Why?
You and I, we're going to talk. Somewhere else.
That was just a stupid decision, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's the stuff.
So, John, about the laptop.
You know, I'm the first guy who'd resort to stealing. From anyone. Anyone but...
Alright, alright. I hate to end it here. But I need to because unfortunately I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Fortunately, but I should be off on New Year's Eve and day. So I'll probably stream early Wednesday and Thursday, but we'll see. And I'll stream tomorrow, of course, you know, before Monday Night Football. Thank you for watching, and I will be back tomorrow. Have a good night. I can't use my soundboard, but anyways, if anything